everybody! Guess who came to visit us today? You're right, Spider-Man, because today we're going to learn how to work with all our value shading and make Spider-Man. Now, I used all my colors, but can you see how it went dark to light, dark to light, dark to light, dark to light? Remember, that's our value. Spider-Man is nothing but value shading. So today, I thought it'd be fun to teach you how to do Spider-Man because you've done such a good job with all your drawing. So let's get started. Let me move my camera over here. There we go. Last week we worked on, and you did awesome with your spaceship, and you went to outer space, and I love seeing all your spaceships, and I thank you so much for sending them in. You're doing an awesome job. But let's get out our sketchbooks first. Remember, I will always count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? I'll ring the bell twice, and that means stop talking, stop working. It's time to pick up and get ready. Now, the beauty about these films, you can stop them, you can pause them. If you're here at school with me, you can go home and watch the videos and stop and pause them. And you can go over and do whatever you want with your artwork. If you're at home, please send it to me in Schoology. I love seeing your work. And remember, when you watch the video, I will get the check mark, and that will be your participation grade. And y'all are doing awesome at participating. I'm so proud of all of you. Okay, so let's get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ready. Let's review first in our sketchbook. And we've talked about that there's two kinds of lines, straight lines and contour lines. And we've worked on taking the L and the B and the M, adding contour lines and making it look three-dimensional, volume, just by a contour line. Okay, turn your page. We did Baby Devin's climbing tree, which is always everybody's favorite, and such a fun trick to take straight lines, add contour lines, and it really looks like you're climbing up the tree. We also talked about 2D, a flat circle, and that big word, foreshortening. Remember, if I take a circle, it's flat, but if I stretch it out, I now can put something inside it, can't I? That's foreshortening. I'm stretching it. It's not an oval. In drawing world, art world, that's called foreshortening. We added the foreshortening with our tubes going in and out. And what did we have to add because it was three-dimensional? You're right. Shading. Good job. We also talked about the rhino, which is the flag. And remember, I don't know why it has silly words, but they're silly words. I think they're silly words because now I can always remember it. But we started with the contour line, added our straight lines, and when you have overlapping, we call it the peekaboo line. We have our peekaboo line with the shading in the back. We then did our cylinder. And this is where we talked about our horizon line, that things don't sit on top of the horizon line, they sit below it. Again, that's overlapping, so we have to go stop, peekaboo. We have a foreshortened circle. It's not a round, flat circle, or it would not be three-dimensional. We also have to have the round bottom, not straight, or it wouldn't be three-dimensional. We have the shading, and whenever you go dark to light, remember it's called value, just like I showed you on Spider-Man. And here we have the cast shadow. Wherever the light is, I'm going to be darker or lighter, but I also have a shadow, like you have a shadow, and that's called the cast shadow. And then last week, we worked on making little short cylinders, and by stacking them on top of each other with the foreshortened circles, we made a birthday cake. You can make it 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, 4 layers, however you want to make it. Again, the shading, value, dark to light, and again, the cast shadow. And I just now noticed my cake needs a horizon line. It's not sitting on the table, is it? Stop. Peekaboo. So if your cake is not on the table, make sure you add the horizon line so it's sitting on the table. It's such a beautiful cake, I don't want it to get smushed. Well, today we're going to work on what are called hippo tables. I don't know why they're called that, but that's what they're called. We're going to be doing 4 shortening circles. And we need to work on our value shading just like we did on our space, dark to light to give it value. And we need to work on that, so then I am going to show you how to make Spider-Man's face, okay? So, but let's first, in our sketchbooks, we're going to make what's called the hippo table. And the way you're going to do that, watch me first. You're going to start with a foreshortened circle. Remember, not a flat circle, and it is not an oval. An oval is 2D, a circle is 2D. This is foreshortening. I'm going to add the 2 sides, just like the cylinder. It's just not going to come down long like the cylinder. It's going to be like our birthday cake. And remember, we do not want a straight line. This is 3-dimensional. It needs volume. So I'm going to add my contour line. Now, think of this as a table. My table needs legs to stand on. And this is one of those big round tables that's called a pedestal table, that it just has one leg in the middle. So I'm going to put 2 straight lines. And again, I'm not going to connect with a straight line. It's 3-dimensional. That's called the hippo table. Now to stack it, you're going to stack it like we did the birthday cake. I lightly make my foreshortened circle, erase. Now as you get good, you probably can do it without overlapping. 2 straight lines, contour line. Now it's sitting on top of a table, and then add the leg, the pedestal, and a contour line. And what you want to do is stack them one on top of each other. You will add the value shading, dark to light. Also, you can add on each top of the table here would be a cast shadow and a cast shadow. And down here would be the cast shadow. So I would have a cast shadow here, a cast shadow here, and a cast shadow here. Now, sometimes if you notice, I drew a straight line. You can do that too. Watch this. I can draw the straight line. There's my foreshortened circle, my 2 sides, my contour line, and I know that straight line keeps everything in the middle symmetrical, and we need to know symmetry for our Spider-Man. Contour line. I will do my next foreshortened circle. Side, side. Now again, my leg of my table or the pedestal is going to go right down the middle. Do you see that? It's a good way to keep it symmetrical, especially when you go to put that leg on the table. And one of the reasons you might want to do that is next week, I'm going to show you how you can take that line and you can turn the tables. And that gets a lot of fun. That's because we keep this line of symmetry going straight down the middle, okay? So you might want to try practicing with that straight line. So next week I can show you how to take that straight line and turn it and make it, it's really fun. Just like we did the tubes going in and out all around, you can do the hippo tables going in and out, turning around and go all around. That's a lot of fun. And then they become fun too. I can put windows in it, my foreshortened circles. and I could put my flag on top of it. And you can start adding all kinds of fun extras to the hippo tables, okay? So I want you to practice this in your sketchbook, okay? Okay, and when you're done with that, just go ahead and put it away. And if you're at home, you can come to it any time, and you can stop and rewind and watch this again, okay? But for right now, let's put our sketchbooks up, and let's learn how to make Spider-Man. Spider-Man is like the hippo's tables. He is symmetrical. Do you see that? What's on one side is on the other side. Our faces are symmetrical. Our eyes aren't here, here, nose, here, here, mouth. We are symmetrical. Well, Spider-Man is a human being, so his face is symmetrical. To draw Spider-Man's face, his head, I should say, I'm going to draw with a black marker so you can see, okay, but you can draw with your pencil. I always start with a dot in the middle, okay? Remember, our dots are our guide helper dots. And you're going to draw a straight line down and a straight line across. Get a different marker here. Yeah, this one's better. Okay, that's how I'm going to start it. Then go back to your dot, and I'm going to go up diagonal, and I'm going to go up diagonal. Now it's not going to be perfect, but I'm trying to keep it the same with the part, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, Spider-Man's a cartoon, okay? Go back to the middle and up. Go back to the middle and up. And then I can figure out if I need to make lines longer or shorter. Now, here's the trick to the bottom. The line does not come straight down. I'm going to go diagonal, 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 diagonal. Okay? Then it's very easy to go around and connect all the lines. Okay? Spider-Man's eyes, I always find this line right here and this line right here, and I just use them as my guide. And his eyes can be different, and I can make his eyes. He's a spider web, so then you're just gonna go jump, 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 jump. Now down here, you're gonna jump the other way. Oops, I forgot one of the lines there. Till you get your jumping lines, okay? That's how you make it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can erase it. You can figure out. You can look at comic books. You can Google it, and you can get some bigger pictures of it. Then after you finish it, you're going to do your pencil shading. But each little web will start dark, medium, light, dark, medium, light. Okay, take your Kleenex. I have a paper towel right now. Blend it together in little tiny circles. And make sure each part of your web is going dark, medium, light. Dark, medium, light. And just keep going all the way around it. Go around your eyes. I've been working on this one for like a day. I keep going back to it. I always add it kind of layers at a time. Don't think that the first time you color is the first. I do a layer after a layer after a layer. Like I can tell I need to get this eye a little darker too. Now when you go to draw it, don't feel like you have to get it right the first time. It takes a little trick to drawing. Remember, you're going to start in the middle with a straight line and go across. Up, 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 up. If it helps, you can go ahead and connect the top of his head there. See that? Then the bottom goes down, 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 down. And you can connect the bottom of his head. Okay? And of course, I would definitely work on that and get that a little bit better. But that's just you're using your guides. The eyes are symmetrical, so I'm going to put one here and one here, and I can erase, and I can get his eyes on there. And like I said, I can look at this and say, whoa, I need to fix that. That's why you always want to sketch first. Don't ever get anything dark, because you know your first lines are not going to be perfect, that you're going to have to change them. Then add your jumping lines, and you can add as many as you want. And just remember, you're here, you're going to jump the other way. Might want to add another one here. Depends on how much you like to do your value shading. Okay, so I thought this would be fun to make this week. You've worked so hard, so very hard on all your foreshortening circles and your contour lines. So we'll finish up with our contour lines, and then we'll move on to our straight line study. So have fun with this. I can't wait to see your pictures. And if you have colored pencils, you can always add color to it. Or you could paint it if you're at home. Oil pastels, whatever you want to do to make your Spider-Man's head, okay? So send it to me in Schoology. I can't wait to see it. You guys are doing an awesome job. Bye. See you next week.